Hello, good morning, welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name is of course Seesaw or Chris, and today we're playing some Final Fantasy XIV, and I just hit my hand against my desk. So it's a good start, We'll get started doing the MSQ in probably 7 minutes, I think. Let me know if you can hear my voice, let me know if you can hear the game volume, because I know we did pretty bad with that recently. But yeah, I figured we could chat a bit. I was early, I was ready. Let's get down to it. God, the waterfalls are like super loud. I can hear those. Can't even see the top of them. Oh yeah, Karaman says, hello, stream time, sound is good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We'll wait, like I say, till 10-ish to start the MSQ, just that people who are planning to join right when I said I was going to start don't miss anything. Yuriku, sound is good, looks good, excellent. There's a jumping puzzle nearby if you want to try it. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Okay, well, we've got 5 minutes. We can take a poke at it. The question is, will I see the start to it? I feel like there's a jumping puzzle everywhere if you look hard enough for it. Yurko says, so Seesaw, are you aware that Lulu of Lulu's stream highlights has challenged content creators to sing the Final Fantasy Easter event theme Papaya on stream? There's going to be a compilation video. I, first off, was not aware of that. Secondly, don't know the song, but we can we can look into it. I actually don't even know Lulu, so there's a lot in this paragraph that I don't know. When does the competition go to? Is it something I have to do today, or is it something I can rehearse? The unfortunate thing is I am no good at singing, so I don't know if it's something we're gonna win. Oh no. Should I look at? I feel like now that I've acknowledged this challenge, I'm gonna have to look into it. It goes like papaya, pa. Okay, good. So I have to be good at saying P sounds, eh? Challenge ends on the 30th, and I think that's next week, right? Take it easy, Yurku. He's not that famous yet. I'm not that famous, no. But maybe this will help. It's not a competition. Oh, it's not a competition. It's compilation. I see. Sorry, I misread. Well, there. If I'm not gonna get judged, it's all good. It's all good. We've got Ice Bun here. Already found me. Oh, he's probably gonna show me the jumping puzzle. Well, we'll see. Does it have to be live on stream, or could it be like a video? I don't know. I'd have to like look it up. We'll see. We'll see. This is where it starts? What a weird place for it to start. Oh, I already hate this. Oh yeah, there's like a little ledge there. I already hate this so much. Why would you show this to me, Ice Bun? Why would you do this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god, no. Northern says, oh, but I have the song on Spotify. Let me send it to you. Oh good. Oh good. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Steven. How are you doing? We'll get started soon. Robert says, did this for a Vista completion. I feel like the fact that I can't make it past the first, like, several jumps is very concerning. Oh, here we go. We're making... You just gotta get into the rhythm of it, I see. Nope. Nope. Okay, well, we know where this is now. I don't know if we'll do it right now. Yurko says, and this is the rest of the stream, lol. Yeah, we're not gonna get sidetracked. Don't worry. We have a mission today. The mission is to do some MSQ. I've been actually very excited to jump into the story, post-Stormblood. If anyone was at the last stream, we did some Dark Knight level quests, or story quests, I guess. It was a lot of fun. We'll probably do another stream like that soon. I've been leveling the Dark Knight in the background. I think I'm like 58 or 59. Like, we're getting close to 60, so I want to have a store of job quests to do back to back again, and then we'll do another stream like that, which I think will be a lot of fun. For anyone who's just joining the stream, if you haven't liked it, give it a like. With these pre-planned streams, I don't find the notifications go out as well for YouTube, so the more likes you give, the more YouTube will share this to all of our lovely subscribers. So if you have the time and you like the content, toss it a like, and that should help us get out into the world. Patrick says, good day all. Good day, Patrick. Garmin says, I figured it was just something to distract yourself with before starting properly. It was a good suggestion, Karaman. Look at you up there. Is that all? Like, is that as far as you have to go, or is that like just phase 1? I feel like if I know anything about these jump puzzles, it's probably phase 1. I like how easily you did it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I like how many distractions we had at the start. There was a jump puzzle and there's a song that I could sing. There's no shortage of content if we want. We'll see if we do the. I'm so bad at singing. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to appear in other people's content for that reason. It won't be for flattering purposes. The song is in your Discord DM. Oh, good. Really, really happy for it. Really happy. We'll take a peek. If I like it, maybe we'll do a video. I don't know. We'll just do a video and we'll do a short. It'll be a short video that's uploaded. I don't think I could do it on stream, and it would just be bad. It's one of those things that's going to take me like hundreds of cuts to get like 2 minutes of content. So we'll see if it's worth it. Patrick says, Or Steven says, wow, the chat is going. I'm at work. I've done that puzzle while on my Danger Noodle. Wait, while on Danger Noodle puzzle. Seesaw has jump puzzle trauma. He comes from Guild Wars 2 pre-mounts. I sure do. I actually find it almost worse doing jump puzzles now that there are mounts, because all of the jump puzzles have like a no mount area, and you're so used to using mounts that you kind of like go to use the buttons and you're like, oh right, I can't, and then you plummet to the ground and die. So I think it's almost worse now. Like before you knew mounts in Guild Wars 2, you're like, okay, this is just everywhere. But now it's almost worse. Okay, we're at 10 o'clock. Let's get started. Let's get to it. Let's just make sure everything's running smoothly. We've got 14 people, 11 likes. Wow. People are delivering this morning. I love it. Everyone's up and excited. Let's get to it. I got up at 8, which I know is not too early, but for the weekends and for a day I stream, it's pretty early. When I stream at 10, I usually get up at like 9, and I'm just like pretty sleepy. But I wanted to get up a bit early. I went and got some groceries. I've been out and about, you know? It kind of feels nice. I feel productive. It's a good place to be. All right, I guess we'll get going. Robert says I could not do the Kugani puzzle, so I just suicided. My friend resurrected me all the way up. I could not do that too. I think I got to like past phase 1 of it, or maybe I think there's 3 phases of it. I did not do great. Zukro says hello. Got to show up today. Yes, you did. Welcome, Zukro. It's great to have you here. Patrick says Seesaw with the Saturday morning hot takes. ArenaNet should remove mounts. ArenaNet should not remove mounts from the game. Mounts are one of the things that ArenaNet can hold as a badge of like best in class for the MMO genre. And I think, you know, anytime your game can say I'm the best at something, it's a pretty good time. So no, Patrick, that is not my hot take. My hot take is that I should learn to cope with the jumping puzzle rules. All right, Lise, let's get things started. Let's kick it off. Oh, we get a box? Like, is it boxing, or like am I opening a box? I think it's like boxing. All right, let's see what happens. What happens after Stormblood?
Come to see how we're getting on?
That's exactly it.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address.
There's always a big issue, isn't it? For people who played this when it came out, how long in like months would it have been from the end of Stormblood to this first patch? Is it like a 3-month thing, like a quarter or something like that? I'm someone who's never played at the max level of Final Fantasy, so I have no scope of how long it would be. You know, if it was current Blizzard, it would be a good year out, because that's how long it takes them to do a content patch. So just curious. Wow, there's tons of people talking today. I love it. Irko says, yeah, it's a boxing emote. It's pretty cool. Patrick says, did you see the WoW Dragonflight demo? The devs are saying these Guild Wars 2 mounts are really good. Let's put them in WoW. And Patrick, like, some people are upset about games that like take things from I've talked about this before, but I think it's really good for the MMO genre when people see a game and they're like, okay, they did something better than we have in our game. Let's find a way to bring it in. It should not be an exact copy, but when games do that, it makes the whole genre better in general. So I'm happy that they're able to see things that are done well. Northern says it's the emote for shadow boxing. Okay, so you're kind of like punching the air or whatever. Kerman says 2 to 3 months, I think. 4 months between major patches, mostly 2 years between expansion. Okay, so like 2 to 3 months, maybe 4 months between patches, and then 2 years between expansions. That's pretty good.
Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here.
Lise, are you not the leader of this lovely place? Because I thought that's what we ended on.
Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Oh, you mean like even like a king? I see.
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
Down with
If
kings, I
only
like it.
that's easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion.
Look how
For
sad
the
I
time
am.
being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Oh, good. That's what this whole content patch is going to be. Just meetings about who's going to be king. They were like, it's been too long since we've gotten real into the politics, like ARR style. So we're gonna bring that back. Oh no.
But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches.
Okay.
The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Wait. So what are we gonna? Oh, okay. There's more.
Ah,
I see.
there you are. I've been searching all over for you.
I'm searching all over for you. I love his accent. Iriko says they recently announced they're increasing the time between major patches from 4 to 4.5 months to reduce crunch for devs. So cadence is going to be going to slow a bit, but yeah, not much. For half a month, you know, that's like a tiny little thing. I just love how like they probably were like super apologetic about it when there's these other companies that are like way delayed and probably haven't said anything. So it's just funny. But yeah, 4.5 months. It's a pretty realistic timeline. Robert gives me a smiley face. I smile right back. You can't see it, but I'm smiling. Yurko says 6.15 is landing on the 7th, and 6.18 shouldn't be too long after that, and then 6.2 will be right around the corner. Northern says, so we're getting close to 2.5 years between expansions. Oh, I see. So like the additional length between patches will then make it longer per expansion. Okay. Interesting. I guess it does add up. Garmin says, get ready, Seesaw. Going to have to read dialogue until your jaw aches. I've got a glass of water here, but we'll see how it goes. Patrick says, Stormblood Sam, Seesaw just feels and looks amazing, but I'm still excited to see edgy Shadowbringer Seesaw. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I don't know if I should like develop a new voice for it, like, from the shadows, it is dark, Seesaw. Hello, Arenveld. Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you. You could see it working really well, right? It would be a good voice. I just don't know if I could do it for an hour and a half every morning. But it would be so fun. I'd get to sound like Batman, kind of. Not super like Batman, but kind of.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
Ooh, secrets. Where are we going? The waterfall will drown out the sound anyways.
I'll get to the point. Might you be interested in a spot of adventure?
Oh, I'm always interested in adventure. Look, the chat is just going this morning. I love it. Robert says, I'm not even mad they extended the dev time. Each expansion feels so much bigger and more grandiose. Very good. Iriko, next time on Dragon Ball Z. Patrick says, did you decide Endwalker? Did you decide Endwalker? Cover art was Pally, but it introduces Edgy Reaper and Intellectual Sage. I haven't decided for Endwalker. I'm probably gonna wait until like I'm closer. I'm probably not gonna do back-to-back tanks. That's the one thing I'll say is it would take a lot for me to do that. So I think it's gonna be Sage or Reaper, and I think it should be Sage because it's been a long time since I've done a healer. But we'll see. Karaman says, as someone who has attempted to play a LARP character with a husky voice, save your throat unless you know you can do it without issue. Yeah, ridiculous. I don't know if you all caught it on my channel, but like near the start of, you know, the pandemic and everything, Guild Wars 2 had to release episodes without voice acting, and I did a whole Living World episode where I voiced all of the lines, and the amount of time, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but it took me forever. And doing the Char voices was ridiculous. But it's on the channel. I'd say it's like a year old or something at this point. So if you want to really see some voice work, go check it out.
After all, we were adventurous before we were scions, were we not?
We sure were. We're still adventurers.
After routing the Imperials and liberating El Amigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots?
Well, so far there's a lot of dialogue that I don't have
What
to
say
read.
you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
That sounds nice. I really like that. I like Alphino adventures. Patrick says, how I play Sage, I open the book and summon my fairy and just have fun. That sounds pretty good. Yurika says, oh my god, char voices are so hard to do. They really are. I definitely use, like, you know, voice tools like amplification and stuff like that. Like, not all of it's just from my voice. I will put that forward if you are watching it. Northern says, you can unlock the Sage job now in Limsa, so you can swap between Dark Knight and Sage during Shadowbringers. If anything, I should start leveling the Sage. What level does Sage start at if you unlock it? What kind of journey do I have to look for? Robert says to Patrick, that should be Scholar, not Sage, right? Oh, I guess the fairy would be Scholar, unless there's another fairy. I like fairies. Patrick says, yes, exactly. So Sage doesn't get a fairy, is what you're telling me. They get the little, like, blade things, right? The blades that heal people. It's a little confusing. Twist my arm, why don't you? Yeah, I'm pretty down for an adventure. Patrick says they start at 70. Oh, that's not bad. Wait, so they start at 7. Okay, so you need to be... And what would I need to be? 80 at the start of Endwalker? Or... I'm trying to work it back now. Sage starts at 70. And what level do I have to be at the start of Endwalker? I'm getting really confused. What level am I now? I'm 71. So... And 70 would be the start of Shadowbringer, so it should be 80 at the start of Endwalker. Yeah, I can do math. I can figure this out. Okay, that's not too bad. Only 10 levels? Pfft, easy. Easy. I'll do front lines, and actually as a healer, I'll do a lot more, you know, to help my team in front lines too, which will be good. Because as a tank, I really just run in there and cause a distraction, which we've agreed is, you know, something, but it's only so good. Arnvold, right then, let's go find Master Leveilleur. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetherite, and we'll be along shortly. See you there. Lovely. I feel like we're going to be very slow moving through these quests. I feel like there's some people in the chat that are like, man, we are going to get like maybe one quest done. Look at Zucaro just like floating on the water. I love it. Such a like a summer days look. And I know it's not quite summer yet, but it's getting toasty out there. Carmen says, yes, they release a job 10 levels below the start of the expansion they released it in. I think that's a good amount of time to kind of learn your job before getting there. Robert said Sage Weapons is called Nulith, which is a combo sword. Nu means brain in Japanese, and lith means stone in Latin or something, so brainstones. All right, fair enough. Patrick says, they's 10 levels with healer queues. Honestly, do all roulettes for 2 days and you were there. It's actually probably going to be a lot easier than my DPS, you're right. Or I guess it's a tank this time, which isn't too bad. I just like front lines. Don't come at me. I just love leveling through PvP. I feel like it's because even if I fail, I still get so much XP. It's so good. Kerman says the exception being Heaven's Ward, which was 20 before, since ARR had more than 10 levels in. Irko says both Nu and Lith are Greek, actually. Well, we're learning a lot about words today. All right, let's push for it. Let's get going. Do 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 do. Such a peaceful song. I feel like we're like still pretty far from the Aetherite. I like how we have to like get here and then wait even like another 10 seconds. Ooh, we've got the adventure sound coming in. Something big's gonna happen. There they are. Oh no, we gotta do reading now. Zakura says PvP is just fun too now. Yeah, it is really fun. It is. Lennox says Frontlines is really fun until you only need one win for the Mackay amount. If I needed to win Frontlines, I want to say I've been doing 1 to 2 Frontlines a day for like a while now to level, and the amount of times I've won is shockingly low. And I feel like it can't just be me, because you're one of, like, how many people is it? Like 20 on a team or something? Like, I can't have that much, you know, weight to actually bring down our team. I feel like I've just been unlucky, but who knows? Who knows? And to be fair, I'm not bad. I die pretty good in, like, confrontation, so I usually go around just doing objectives, which I think is pretty useful, but I don't know. Maybe it is me. Maybe it is. Patrick says, weird things from 14 classes as they exist now. You can unlock Stormblood added jobs of Samurai and Red Mage as soon as you beat ARR, but that's 30 to 50 hours before you can unlock the Heavensward jobs. That is kind of weird. Frontline is 3 teams of 24. I'm sorry. Yeah, 24 makes sense. I guess that's the Alliance raid size, so that would make sense. All right. Alphano says, greetings, Seesaw. 'Twould seem we are to accompany Arnveld on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what we've gotten ourselves into? Actually, we don't. We just kind of signed up. Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much to read. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy and Theodoric sat on the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. Man, the chat is going this morning. I've got to keep up. Yurko says basically everything about Sage is Greek. All of the abilities are terms from Greek, borrowing a lot from classical humors from the Greek medicine. I love how knowledgeable you are about so much of this game. If I ever need any like answer, you just have so much background information, and I do appreciate it so much. Karaman says, yeah, after Heavensward they learned and put the new job starts in ARR areas instead of locking them behind the new expansion areas. Yeah, I think that kind of sounds better anyways. That he was. The king of ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with monks of the first ended with Ralgar's reach being burned to the ground. In later years of his rule, he was seized by unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal the crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed. Oh, fun! Including his own family. Wouldn't it mostly be his own family? Like, that would make sense. The wealth of the poorer sods he put to death became the property of the king, and it's said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. Interesting. I believe I see the direction our adventure is to take. I assume we have mind to unearth the hidden bounty. Treasure? I love treasure. You assume correctly. And I would also be correct in assuming that his legend is widely known. Others must surely have gone in search of our prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course, we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it had come, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end here. What self-respecting adventurer would? Imagine the three of us delving into decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart racing. That sounds pretty cool. I like treasure. I feel like we're going to find the treasure and just give it away because that's who we... Oh, we got the boxing emote. You have learned the emote box. Sweet. Patrick says, I acknowledge Sage is very good. It is just not for me. I'm going to keep raiding with Celine. riding with Celine. Steven says, I swear I always have typos in chat lol. I meant Danger Noodle Mount. Always I love this point in the story. Northern says, was it in 6.18 that the data center travel is coming? It's coming soon. I'm excited. We'll have to do the Alliance raids. Ray J says, hello. Hello, Ray J. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Patrick says, my problem is after 2 expansions of maining Dark Knight as my tank, Pally has won me over. Sword on swords on swords on even more swords. Yes, please. Carmen says, I really enjoy this section. They decided to sprinkle in some levity after seriousness of the expansion. Yeah, it is kind of nice that it's kind of like, you know, very unrelated, but kind of related. Like a nice break. Iriko says, Northern, yes. So it's coming soon. It's coming soon. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to get some water because I can already feel my voice starting to die. Okay, let's do it. Oh, actually, let's, how do we emote? Can we just say /box? Is that going to work? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look how tough we are. I mean, maybe made slightly less tough because we're a Lala, but still pretty tough. I'd be scared. I'd be scared. All right, Alfie, let's... Ooh. Accessories of Fending. Look at all these accessories. Okay. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, Arenvald, have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, oh my god, nosing about the palace isn't likely to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around. Of course we will. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yes, I like how he has no further information. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the allied archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they have uncovered the trove during their occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked at the palace, those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodic's day. I feel like they'd be quite old. Given they would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who have seen 40 summers or more. There you go. Anything they can tell us about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arnveld, pray try your luck in the fringes and the peaks while Seesaw make the rounds in the Alamigan quarter. Ah, and there I was thinking I was the party leader. Now that not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Galbardi's gate? I mean, Alphino is always the leader. If you invite Alphino to your party, you're kind of like assigning a new leader. All right. Northern says, oh, that's good to know, Yuriko. Karaman says, punch all the kneecaps. I mean, it's kind of scary. Northern says, Lalas are monks. Lalas are monks as well, so they can be deadly in boxing matches. I can see it. I can see it. All right, where are we off to? Are we... Okay, let's go here, I guess. It's going to be a little bit of a journey. Where am I? Am I there? No, I'm all the way up here. This is... I'm trying to... I don't know. Is this the last map we were in? I think it is. Like... We want to go... this way? This looks right. Yeah, because there's the dungeon there. Okay. A little bit of a journey on our hands. Oh. Well, thank you, Irko. I did get it. This will make our journey much quicker. However, You know, it's not wrong to assume I didn't get it. There's a lot of them I've missed, but I appreciate you. I feel like it didn't show up when I was looking at the other map, huh? Maybe I was just ridiculous and like didn't look at the right. I'm so bad with the map in Final Fantasy. I've talked about it so many times. If there was one thing I detest, it's the Final Fantasy maps. Middle-aged Highlander in the palace. No, not me, lad. Surely you'd have heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions upon the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone suspected of conspiring against the crown, was flung from the top of those steps. Oh my god. Suffice it to say, I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. I mean, a fair move, to be sure. Mature maid. You want to hear an old maid's story, do ya? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he's ordered. My gosh, the executions. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside of the palace walls. I was offered to work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Yeah, this king does not sound like someone you want to be near. We want to go this way, I think. Northern says it did. It was just hidden by the quest markers on the map. Ah, so I did not look closely enough, is what you're telling me. Which is fair. I believe it. Let's get some water. I feel like I have to tell you when I'm drinking water, just in case you like hear weird drinking noises through the mic. At least you know. I don't know. A retired Rogadian. Rogadian? I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric, and I lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter of my life. Not surprising from what we've heard. And one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear a blood-curdling scream echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, try not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. Sigh. If you're hell-bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. Oh, that sounds promising. Patrick says, I feel like the story writers for Stormblood were super into Game of Thrones as they wrote it. I mean, yeah, you can see it. Carmen says, Mad King Theodoric was problematic. I would say so. All right, Ernold. What you got to tell us? Yes, I am Ernold. What do you want with me? Wow, aggressive. You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories, yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Yeah, it's pretty much all we've heard about him. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days, the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court thaumaturge, I'm so bad at that word, to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family. A magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspects. The resulting monstrosities were cast into the darkness below the palace. I wonder if we're going to go fight those things now. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. That does sound horrifying. Northern says, Mad King Theodoric was a merry, mad soul, and a merry, mad soul he was. Yurko says, it's supposed to be pronounced Ruguldin or Rugudin. Rugudin. Ragudin, but most people say Raugodin. My pronunciation. This is why I'm scared of that song. This right here is why I'm scared of the song. Patrick says, actually, question for you, Seesaw. You did relatively respite guides for ARR dungeons like Satasha and Copperbell Mines. All that content is now updated. Might you one day see Seesaw return to these dungeons? Maybe. I think there's a good chance. I feel like, I don't know if I'd do guides, because my knowledge, like, and that's what I used to do in Guild Wars, or like in any game that I made videos about, is I tried to do guides. But I think I've accepted that I'm a pretty casual player in most games, because that's the only way I could play so many MMOs. So I don't know if I do guides. I'd probably do like, a Seesaw returns to Coppermill Mines and just kind of compare what's there. But yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult because I do enjoy going back to the dungeons, but I also have to think, is this an interesting video for people? And I think some people would find it interesting, but some people have probably done even the new Copperbell Mines like so many times that they're like, okay, I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, I'm very interested in pushing story, leveling characters, and trying to finally catch up a bit more to the like end game of Final Fantasy, because I think once I actually get to the end game, I'll have a whole new outlook on this game, and it'll just be very interesting because there's so many videos, even like I love doing comparison videos and like talking about different MMOs, and I find one of the issues I face is I haven't done endgame in Final Fantasy, so it's really hard for me to talk about Final Fantasy more than just, oh, it's like fun for leveling and I like the story and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a really long-winded answer, but all this to say, there's a chance I'll return for sure. Yurko says, oh, the song only has 2 syllables and they're very little. You got the Seesaw. Okay, that's good. Lennox says, Rogadin. Okay, Rogadin. I could do that. Steven says the Mad King is a huge reason why the city-states were in no big hurry to aid Alamigo with the Garlean invasion. Oh, interesting. I mean, but that's kind of like the city-states, like, generally. They kind of come in at the, like, final hour after the Scions have done a lot of the heavy lifting. Like, is that not how it seemed in a few of the other expansions so far? Like, they're like, oh, we'll maybe deal with it later. I don't know. That's my that's my thoughts on it. Patrick says, sorry, yes, not guides. I want Seesaw reacts to dungeons. Yeah, Seesaw reacts to dungeon changes is much more likely. If anything, what I think I would do is go back and watch my initial video of those, of like the Copperbell Mines, and then go and play through the new version, and then I'd have a better, comparison of what's changed. And it'd be kind of fun to see or make fun of past Seesaw's content. Which hopefully has improved over time, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll just be depressing and I'll be like, oh, what happened to me? Arnvald says, since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learnt? Allow me to begin, then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valued a find would stay secret for so long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperials somehow overlooked it. Ooh, this is getting interesting. This is gonna be like the Alamigo Code or something. Like, it's gonna be a true mystery. But what of you, Seesaw? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this? Darkness beneath the palace, I wonder. And come on, Alpha, no, you know we're going into the dark, spooky place to fight the monsters. That's like 100% how this is going. Yurko says, you're not wrong. The Alliance leaders seem very content to let us do all the hard work. Which, I mean, is fair, because otherwise, we'd be waiting around? So, but it is kind of funny that it's just, we'll get it like 90% of the way there, and then all of our allies come rushing in, and they're like, yeah, we did it. But that happens like in every game. Garmin says the city-states are very cautious. They're keen not to overextend. That's a good way to put it. Arnvald says, I met an old man in Algiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said not of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning him a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Seesaw? Yeah, I think he was genuine. I've been wrong before, but I've seen enough fiends in this game that I'm not surprised. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to his to the tale, though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty. Ernald's anecdote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden, but ere I share my theory, there is a matter I would clarify. Arnvald, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding his treasure? Ooh. It wasn't all pretense, I swear, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army and a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. We get some backstory. I like this. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you would see in pure-blood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. Oh my god. War paint serves to cover the scar. My goodness. This is a cool backstory. Oh, we even get little pictures? I love it. In the end, she turned me out in the street, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me, joining a group of refugees bound for another side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and the road led me into the company of the Scions. I love this so much. This this is so good. This is so good. I love the little details that they put into the story. It's just so good. This actually makes me think, I don't know how many of you, I mean, I know there's people on my channel who just watch Final Fantasy content and that's all they care about. There's also people who just watch Guild Wars 2 content. I did a Guild Wars 2 video recently where I talked about the first episode of Living World Season 1. And I did it kind of as like a summary video where I kind of like talked about a few things. I was curious though, would people be interested in me doing like a stream similar to this where I played through the second episode and we actually like just played through the story that way? Because one of the things I've enjoyed the most about streaming has been doing these story pieces live. I think it's just so much fun. So I'd be curious if people wanted that. It wouldn't, it wouldn't take away from Final Fantasy content. It would just kind of be what we did for our Guild Wars 2 piece. I try to do a piece of Guild Wars 2 content once a month. It's kind of my rule, depending on what's going on. Like if there's an expansion, I might do a few more and stuff like that. But I'm just curious to get people's thoughts on it. Patrick says, don't be too hard on past Seesaw. You aren't supposed to be perfectly amazing at dungeons the first time you ever go in. MMOs are about learning and improving over time. Thank you for saying it, Patrick, because there's definitely a video of me doing a dungeon and tanking without the tank stance on for a little bit. So I do understand that is a thing in this game. But yeah, no, it's a very good point. And I think this game, like the community is pretty welcoming. If you're a sprout in one of the first dungeons like Copperbell Mines, people are going to be like, okay, let's take things a bit slowly. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived. I already read this. I already read it. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodic's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arnvald, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it is best to be clear in our intentions. Yurko says, I would be very interested in that, but I also like Guild Wars 2 a lot. So I see. So you might play it yourself, is what you're saying? Or you mean like I would be interested, but I also enjoy Guild Wars 2, where some people... But like, I don't know. That's my rule with like this channel is if I'm going to play multiple MMOs, I can't make everyone happy all the time. It's just what it is. But no, if you're interested, I'm glad to hear it. Patrick says, I like Story Live too as well. Yeah, I think it's... Doing the story live has been one of the best decisions because that's what I struggled with so much last year was doing those videos of story content for Final Fantasy and being like, I don't know how I want to talk about this, but just doing it live, so much better. Well, Seesaw, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arnvald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as a reward? Then I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. I am minded. All right, what's this? Chest containing complete set of Dariukum armor offending, slaying, aiming, healing, casting. I'm guessing slaying is what we want for Samurai, but if anyone in this lovely chat wants to confirm that before I choose this. I mean, fending must be tanking, right? Aiming, like ranged physical, healing, and then this would be ranged magic. I am going to assume this is what we want. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait, chat. I'm going to drink some water, and I'm hoping someone's going to confirm this. Oh, here we go. Slaying is right for Sam. Yep, slaying. Yeah, look at that. I riddled it out. It's okay, I'm still a sprout. Event cancelled. Oh my goodness. My bag finally caught up to me. Oh boy. Why do I do this live on stream? Why, oh, why do I do this? God, people hate this probably. They're just like, what? We're just gonna eat that food. Oh my goodness, this is just hard to watch, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no, oh no. We gotta go back through it too. We're not gonna read it again, don't you worry. Oh my god. Do we have to like watch the whole thing? It finally caught up with me. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh my god, how far back do I have to go? Why, Seesaw, why do you do this to yourself? Oh, I'm so bad in every single game I play. Oh my god. Oh, I guess I could like probably escape through this, couldn't I? That probably would have been the way to do it. Press escape and skip. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought it would just cut me out. All right. Can you imagine if I chose the wrong one after all that slaying? All right, we did it. We did it. Okay, so let's see. We had some step 1, right click sort. Wait, right click what and sort? Like here? What do you want me to right click? I know there's a way to do this too. I remember... Oh man. Okay, so that... It's like options in here, isn't it? That you can do something with your bag. People are just sad that this is how... What they have to watch on stream. Where did I even... Okay, it's right there, but it's probably a bunch of stuff, isn't it? Is it gonna fail? Oh no, I actually placed in your armory chest, alright. Well, that's good. Oh, there's a fire truck going by somewhere. Ooh. Let's equip those. Yeah, look at that little gear score bump, huh? Oh man, the chat's gonna have a field day. There should be a skip cutscene button, press escape. Oh my god, they hate me so much. I wonder if you need to turn sort on in a menu first. You can sell those sacks of coins for more money. I know I can too, Northern. You're so right. There is absolutely like nothing but junk in this bag. And I'm going to say I'm going to do something about it and just continue going. Because that's how horrible of a person I am. Actually, mayhap it would be better if we first adjourned to a more suitable location. We just chose to meet here. In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plans, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of the Loch Seld. Seld? I don't know what a Seld is. I'm gonna be honest with people, I do not know what a Seld is. Can I go out through here? Zirko says, weird, but it should be in the second tier menu when you right click. Weird, but it should be in the second tier menu. Discard, place in research, link, search, cast. Well, I remember going into... We went into like, you know, something in here. I don't know if this is the right place. Probably character configuration. So I remember, yeah, item settings, right? It's in here. Inventory, retainer. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna fix it off stream and probably not, but we're gonna return to that at a different time. I mean, this is the most loving way possible, Seesaw. Your inventory gives me anxiety. I would offer to clean it for you if I could. Oh, man. Seld is the name of the loch. Oh, I see. It's not a thing. It's like a place. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Explains why I have not heard of it. Like Loch Ness, it's a loch or a lake named Ness. Oh, I see. Well, there you go. Oh yeah, I remember. This is where we snuck into the snuck into that cave or whatever. Kerman says yes. Please ask us to help sort your inventory after stream. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I just need to go and like vendor some stuff. Like Northern pointed out, there's a lot of things that I could just sell and that would, you know, help. I think it's like, it's irresponsible that the game gives you such a big inventory because like it's just enabled me to like not learn about it. Where other games, you know, it's such a small inventory that I'm forced to deal with it. This is me shifting blame. Alphano says, forgive me, 'twas not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the lock in sight while explaining things. Okay. Prior to the great flood of the 6th umbral calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the 5th astral era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. Yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. This is so cool. You get such like backstory. I love this. Carmen says, if you take up crafting or gathering, you'll stop considering it to be a big inventory. Probably. It is nice compared, you know, I'm trying to think, like Guild Wars 2 actually has pretty good inventory size, but the game has so much like junk item bloat that you pick up along the way that like I had to invest in like, you know, some of those salvaging tools, and like I really had to get that under, you know, figured out. And then games like World of Warcraft or New World, where you are constantly collecting bigger bags or more storage weight, it's something that you're just always aware of. I think when I first started this game, it was a huge inventory, and I probably played almost all the way through AR without like caring about it, and it's taught me to be bad. I further surmised that the Mad King's unfortunate kingsmen were cast down. They're not simply down there, not simply out of desire to punish them, but discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruin secured. So they're like guards. Wait, you're saying they were meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely, and since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Well, that's pretty cool. Yurko says, can we just have an inventory cleaning stream? Maybe that's what I should do, you know, next time before, like if I get on 10 minutes before the stream's supposed to start, I should just spend time cleaning up my inventory. It's what I should do. Or if, you know, we're going to end and like, you know, there's a dungeon, but we only have 10 minutes left this stream, like maybe that's what we'll do. Rena85 says, hello, Seesaw. Hello, Rena. Welcome to the stream. How's your Saturday going? It's the weekend. It's exciting. It's sunny around here. It's actually getting pretty warm in this room, which is unfortunate. I should have turned the fan on. But now, though, I think the fan would come through the stream, so maybe I just have to be hot and bothered. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. Ooh. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not enjoy, Seesaw. Would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Arnvald and I will seek out an ensorcelled portal within the palace. Okay. Reina85 says, don't worry, my inventory is a mess as well. Look at that. There we go. See that stream? Someone else, you know, can relate. I'm not the only person who has all of one inventory spot available, right? Right? Maybe? Oh, there's Zakura watching. Wow, that's a nice mount. I like that. I like all the pretty mounts I get to watch. Are we supposed to? No. I think we're supposed to go to this lock first. Or do we swim from here? I'm going to go over to the circle, and we'll see if that's like where we need to go. Rhaenys is absolute. There we go. There you go. Now I have someone on my side. Feels good. The Mad King's Trove. Oh, the turtles. I love the turtles. These are such cool, like, monsters. Kind of horrifying, but cool. Alright, let's go see. Control and space. Look at that. I can remember how to die. Wow, it's so deep. It's so terrifying. Oh, Zakuro made it over here even quicker than me. Not really surprising. Does anyone else have like a fear of how deep water is? Like, you just see the surface and then like you're like then you find out how deep it is and it's just terrifying. Like, I don't know, I find that so scary. Yurko says, oh no, you're definitely not the only one. My friend's inventory looks like yours and I /panic every time I see it too. Well, there we go. I like to live in chaos, maybe. It's unfortunate when it catches up to me, though. Oh, this is a cool little cave. Garmin says, only when I have to breathe. Yeah, I guess the fact that I don't have to breathe down here is not so bad. It was because we were blessed by, like, the shell people, right? You've discovered passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Okay. Looks like I got Zakuro here to protect me. We agreed that these crystals are like salt crystals or whatever. Is that what we said? Can I go into? That's pretty cool. Oh, did they glow? Yeah, they do give off. Like, that's really cool. Brayna says, more what's in the water. Yeah, that's what I'm terrified of. Who's over here? Look at this. Ice Spot. Oh, yes, but I remember last stream where we were saying you're kind of like the Askians, just sort of watching me from the shadows. Very, very on point with that one, just behind the wall. You have come to a stone door standing tempting ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the Subbarian ruins. Okay. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? We were getting like a call. Seesaw, it's Alphino. We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found a door concealed by the enchantments. Have you aught to report? And you believe it leads into the ruins. Excellent. Then I propose we proceed from our respective entry points and look to meet somewhere in the middle. Oh, come on, lads. We might as well make it a race. Victory goes to the first adventurer to find the treasure. Godspeed. Oh, it is a dungeon, eh? And we've got another half hour. Iro says, yes, those are salt crystals. So there's a dungeon. Do let me know if there's space. Yeah, so as we've done with streams where we just run into a dungeon, it'll be first come, first serve. We'll give priority to Tiny Blue Crew members. Toss me a whisper if you want to be invited. I have a feeling Zakuro and Iceman are going to make this work. And Northern, if you can toss me a whisper, do so, and we'll get going. I mean, I'm just assuming you guys want to. So if you don't want to, Zakuro or Iceman, don't feel forced to. So, toss me a whisper. And as I've said other times, we will give priority to Tiny Blue Crew members just because they do support the channel on that level. So if there are 3 Tiny Blue Crew members, we'll probably start with them. Zakuro. Sorry, I'm just for the stream. I'm just organizing the party, so I apologize if this is a little messy. Do. And for anyone who does message and wants to join that isn't a Tiny Blue Crew member, if I'm not, because it's hard with dungeons that there's only 3 spots, so typically Tiny Blue Crew members will fill that up. But you know that we'll be doing more events that have like more people. We've talked about this one a fair bit, but the Alliance raids of 24 people should get everyone in there. Just scrolling through this. Oh, Northern's giving you the spot right now. That's so nice. That's so nice. Thank you, Northern. Reina, if you can just confirm that... Yeah, okay. You messaged me. Alright, we'll get Reina into this. Very nice of you to do that, Northern. Alright, we've got our group here. And I do feel... I don't know, it's one of those situations where I'm like... It's awkward when there's more people than can come that wants to join, but... you know... I appreciate what you're doing, Northern. It's really nice of you. How... I guess I can just keep by just clicking on this, yeah? There we go. The Drowned City of Scala. Northern says, I've done the dungeon before, so it's okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well, welcome to the party, Reina. Let's do this. We got Icebun and Zakoro in the other spots. Miranda says, awesome first time joining you guys. Yeah, no, I love it. It's great having new people join. Because we do have a very close few people who join for a lot of these, which I appreciate, because it would be way less exciting doing it, you know, just a random dungeon queue. But it is nice to mix a few new people in. I think it's one of the most enjoyable things when we can do that kind of stuff, so. All right, let's see what we got here. And there is Reynold. Just Sandy Reynolds. I love it. All right. Oh, I'm already messing this up. I should let the tank. What I'm concerned of is there is a lot of water in this dungeon, and I know that's occasionally caused my frames to drop. So I'm kind of scared for that, but we'll see what happens. Let me know if like the stream quality drops, but there's something with like water in this game that my streams sometimes get. Ugh. Ooh, I might have been in that one. We'll see. Northern says, oh, right, water doesn't agree with your stream. Yeah, it really doesn't. I feel like the sunken city, or the drowned city of Scala might have a little bit of water in it, so we'll see how this fares. I don't know if it's like just a graphical thing that my computer has issues processing the water graphics, but it's weird. Because I'm even feeling a bit of lag on my my end. Well, we'll see if we can make it. Wow, I like these pulls. Ooh, look at this big thing. There we go, look at that. Oh, I want to get out of that, don't I? I think this will work out really well for timing though, which is nice, because it should take us right to 11:30. Yurko says, I'm seeing some drops, not as bad as last time. Oh, that's good. As long as it's viewable. I don't know what it is, but it is something to do with water. If they have an underwater expansion, Seesaw is going to have to find a new way to stream. Let's just all agree that that's going to be the case. The water most likely stops after the first boss, so I think you're okay. Oh, okay, well that's good too. But yeah, an underwater expansion will be the end time for me. Oh man, it's like a big horse. Love it. Alright, it's surrounded with water. This could be a rough viewer experience. But let's see what we can do here. Go for it. Go for it, Ray. Alright. Oh, let's get some dots up. Ooh. A little splash of water. Oh, I think I did that like really wrong. I did like my AoE finisher instead of my dot finisher. Unfortunate. I don't like this. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Okay, they're walking over here. I'm following you guys. I'm following. What are we doing? Oh god. It was good I followed. Let's see if we can get a finishing move out there. I do know I've capped my energy, which is not a good way to fight, but here we are. We just need to spread out pretty well. That works. Oh, is this like an ad? Or, no, I just need to get away from it. What is it? Oh my gosh, they follow me? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Okay, they just blow up eventually. Oh, I definitely hit the tank. Oh no, and it pushed... I'm doing real bad. I'm doing real bad. Let's get some of this energy spent though. Because we're getting a fair bit of damage on the boss. I feel like this has not been my best showing. Oof. Let's see if we can help heal a bit. I'm like pushing buttons, like I'm I'm flustered. Good job keeping us alive. Good job tanking. Not so good job on my end. Alright, let's spread out. Is this gonna do the... Okay, so these orbs will blow up. Or do we need to be away from the boss? Yeah, I think we're gonna need to be away from the boss. So let's go over here. I think this should be a good plan, eh? I think that wasn't too bad, honestly. Let's get a dot on this. Whew. Just able to, and there we go. Alright. Just create that. Well, that was a fun fight. Irko says the water mostly... Oh, you read that. Irko says Stormblood was the underwater expansion. I guess it was a lot of underwater. But I mean like a full tilt, like 100% underwater expansion. It would probably total me. Though Northern, you have a good point. It doesn't drop when I'm swimming. It's like kind of the shimmery top of the water that does it. Like when it does that rushing water effect. Oh, we get to fight one of these? I was hoping we would. Ouch. Ooh, get away. Ooh, get away again. Alright. Easy peasy. I like this part. Yeah, we've moved away from the water now, so things are a little bit smoother on my end too. Cause yeah, I can feel my computer struggling when I was doing that boss. I was like, don't make any sudden movements. We don't want to crash. If we could go a stream without a crash, it would be great. Oof. There's quite a few things to dodge there. I'm kind of sad doing these dungeons on my samurai now because I'm like, my time on the samurai is kind of limited, you know? I felt the same way when we were ending Heavensward with the Dragoon. Like, don't get me wrong, it's exciting to go to the next job, and I can always play the samurai whenever I like, but I was like, oh, I've come to learn this so well, or at least somewhat understand it. So well is maybe a bit generous. There we go. Northern says it's really cool when they can't take when they can take a monster design and give it a different look. Yeah, like cause it's like those sand things outside, but just slightly different. It's really cool. Ooh, this is a big pull. I mean, and it's not like it's just already a big pull. There's no way you could have done it differently, which Just interesting. Though I feel like the game kind of gives you enough defensives to work your way through it, but I'm just evaluating everything from like a tank point of view now that I'm going to be doing it eventually. It kind of scares me. Look at that. Oh, look at this thing. What is this? The old one. This is kind of creepy looking. Reminds me of like the dolls at that one dungeon. It's got the 3 eyes going. All right. Go when you're ready, Rain. Let's see what this has got going on. Rain says, just do what I did and max everything. That sounds like a lot of work. We'll see if, gosh, could you how long do you think it'll be before Seesaw has maxed everything? Let's hear some guesses. 10 years out? Ooh. I had to interrupt it, but it was worth it. Oh man, was it ever worth it. Did you see that laser thing? This thing is coming for me. Alright, ads. Always ads. Always ads. If there are ads, you go for the ads. Alright, go. Not much I know about Final Fantasy, but if there are ads, you kill those ads. Ooh. Oh my goodness! We're the little... What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we smack them? Oh, we kind of kite them? I'm so confused. That was so cute. I love little surprises like that. Here we go. We're gonna burst the last bit of this down real quick. Maybe I should have waited. Did we all... Oh man, what? Oh no, they move. Okay, I still got it, So did we do like a crystal, like an egg drop or something? That's so cool. There we go, easy peasy. I like that boss. That was oh, what's inside of it? It's kind of gross. Kind of gross looking, but I liked it. Here, pass on that. This actually, we do need a inventory space and oh my god. Oh my god, why do I do what I do to myself? Oh, thing of yarn, eh? We're just gonna get rid of the yarn. I'm sorry if it's something I need. Oh, do I need to go back to that? Is that... Oh no. Oh no. Pass on that. Pass on... You know what? Whatever. If I don't get it, it's not the end of the world, friends. It's not the end. Let's mosey. Irkos, or Caraman says it gives you the tools to deal with whatever it throws at you, like the tanking. Or no, having all the jobs, I see. Tanxiety is a thing many people experience, but it's really not as scary as you think. Good. Good. Yuriko says, leveling everything doesn't take very long if you put your mind to it. I guess that's fair. Like, it does go really quick once you have, you know, some tune that's already a higher level, and I've definitely noticed that on my Dark Knight. Like, I was blowing through some levels early on. Oh, these things got some fancy moves. I was not expecting those. I always love it when we can get into a dungeon. Like, I think the post expansion content typically has quite a few dungeons that you get into. What is this? Oh my god, this dungeon is awesome. What are we? Like a little ghost thing? Is this what like the people got turned into, I wonder? Or like all of these supposed to be what people got turned into? Norvin says, if only we could kill ads in real life. It's a good one. It's a good one. So many ads. Dictator at Will says, what's up, Seesaw in chat? I'm doing well. How are you doing on this fine Saturday? Just having a nice chill morning stream. Pushing the MSQ, you know, I'm having a good day. Norvin says, I would say just pass on the dungeon gear since the augmented scavenging gear is like level 400. Okay, so yeah, it's not like a big loss if I can't get it. Fair enough. Ooh, back away slowly. Yurko says, yeah, dungeon gear isn't very good, just buy some 400 gear. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Northern says, unless you're thinking of starting the true endgame, Glamour. I like doing Glamour and stuff, but there's only, like, I only push it so far. Like, because Guild Wars 2 is all about that, and eventually I'm like, okay. Like, I'm such a vertical progression person. Like, I will chase after cool-looking cosmetics, especially cool-looking, like, mounts and stuff. But there's only so much I will do before I want some like actual player power. Just who I am. I've like done this rotation like horribly 3 times in a row. All the samurais in the chat are gonna start crying. Oh, and there's a new skill I have for AoE that I just haven't used yet, isn't there? Yeah. I should use that soon. I'm so bad. Ooh, is it boss time? You have 0 inventory slots remaining? Oh no, Seesaw. Oh, is it the treasure trove? Did we make it here? Ooh, this thing looks a bit wild. Dun, dun, dun. Yurko says, but you have both in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, it's true. You have the best of both worlds of glamour and vertical progression. It sounds like an endgame that I'm gonna love. Love this boss music. All right, let's hear it. It's gonna be tuned. All right, let's look at the little walk forward. I like that. We're gonna start with a big attack, just because we almost have our combo points full. No, I already messed it up. All right, we're not gonna do that anymore. We'll do the stupid AoE attack. Oh, the music is so nice. Da-da. Slice, slice. Oof. Oh, is this get away? Yeah, get away, get away, gotta get away, gotta get away. I'm gonna guess it would not be so good if you were like right beside it when that went off. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Oh no, I'm confused. I'm attacking my friends. Oh no. Oh god, and I've got this on? This isn't good. Did I kill anyone? Was there a way I was going to avoid the confusion? Should I have looked away? I didn't see a look away mechanic, but maybe I should have. Still got a lot of health. I don't know how we're doing here. Alright, I'm gonna say, like, if I stay still, it's probably the best. Oh no, I had the circle on me. It was not the best. Now I've got the circle. Can I do this? Is that gonna work for people? Oh, gotta get away. Oh, is this the look away one? I bet when he's doing this. Did I do it? Just saw his arms go up and I was like, that's not good. I think if we do this, we're okay. Circle of Darkness. Oh, and then we have this one. Try and go like this. This has got some mechanics to it, my gosh. Just get the dot out as much as we can. Oh, I should look away, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Is he doing it again? There we go, stabby stabby. I'm gonna say stay out of that. Let's move it back a little bit. There we go. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yurko says, ooh, that was close. Tail whip. You look away from the confusion, yes. There was an eye. Oh, I don't know if I saw the eye. That was my bad. You could just look out for the glowing eye. I mean, that's always a good lesson. Arms up is a swipe in front. Tail up is a swipe in... Wow, this is a tough little boss. Why did we look so unhappy? Why did we look unhappy? What? Didn't we complete the dungeon? What a confusing time. We'll just pass on these. Music, yeah, we'll pass. I don't have the inventory space. Let's give a shout out to the lovely people. We had Jacindy Reynolds tanking for us. It was great to have... Oh, you had like a pizza emote. I love that. It was great to have you join us. Once again, thank you to Northern for letting you hop in here. It was great to have a new person. Zikuro, always here, always happy to help. And then Icepun, often here as well, always following me in the shadows. Love it. Thank you so much for joining for the dungeon. It was a good time. Let's take a look at some of the treasure. So this is the treasure room, eh? Got some like statues. A lot of statues. Oh, some like vases and stuff. It's cool. There's a lot of stuff. All right, I'm sure there's gonna be a cutscene. So let's jump into it. Zikuro says we are unhappy since all the mobs in the last part were cursed royal family. Oh, because they turned into people at the end. I see. That makes sense. I guess that would be sad for that. Northern says we got pizza and tea emotes now. Woot woot. I added the woot woot. I'm sorry if you didn't actually woot woot, Northern. Let's see what happens in the story, and then we'll be probably wrapping up the stream. Did they just fall through?
Are you all right?
That was funny.
Aye. Everything's still attached.
It seems both our paths led here. Very good.
I mean, why wouldn't we just go together? I don't know.
We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
Yeah, lots of fiends.
Much the same, then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Lots of treasure. Carmen says because they can't breathe underwater. Wait, why would Alphinaud have not got... Oh, I guess Alphinaud really wasn't with us at the start of Stormblood, was he? He was kind of just sitting in Kugani doing his political stuff. Interesting.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Woo! There we go. That was a really fun, like, story section. I like that a lot. Very good. All right, let's turn this in. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need like, oh my god, how can I escape? Oh no, oh no! I need to get my how do you get out of this once you're in this? Here, I'm gonna decline whatever is gonna happen, and then we're gonna reread this. I wanted to delete something from it. Yeah, we'll decline. Oh, I didn't even have anything for my inventory after all that. I'm gonna put no for that. I'm just gonna get rid of these speed soups. If I want more, I can get more. Arnvild and I forged ahead at the fastest pace we could manage, but I was not surprised to find you waiting for us. I suppose it serves us right for challenging the Warrior of Light. Next time, we should agree on some manner of handicap. We may have lost Alphinaud, but I think of what we've found. Quite. I'm still reeling at the sight of the Mountain of Riches. What I like how you reeled at the sight of the floating specter, you mean? You should have heard him scream, Sisa. Love it. Must we dwell on such monetary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and that is all that matters. Complete. Do. Alright, Northern says, so we got Heaven's Ward 24-man raids, and then some Stormblood 24-man raids, and the Omega raids. So many raids, I love it. Yurko says, nope, Alize was with us and Alphinaud did him. Yeah, so that's fair. Dictator says, how Arnveld got his groove back. It is very much an Arnveld story. Carmen says, I should get my Alex done on Icepun to catch up. Northern says, that's a few months of content for Tiny Blue. The game delivers content. If you wanted a game that, and to be fair, you know, compared to a lot of streamers and YouTubers that do this as their full-time job, I put out relatively small content. Like, hopefully it's been enjoyable in 2020 with the average of 3 pieces of content per month, sometimes 4. I think we've done a lot more streams in 2022, which is great. Did I say 2020? 2022 is what I meant to say. But yeah, it should last us a while with all that content, for sure. But I think this is where we will hop off. Look at the tank. I love it so much. It was a great stream. I enjoyed every moment of it. I want to promise that my inventory will look better next time, but I don't know if I can make that promise. But thanks so much. Where did you come from, Icepun? Just drops down from the sky. I love it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed today's stream. I had a lot of fun with all of you. But yeah, it's always a good time. I think likely we'll do a Dark Knight stream next. I'll try and get a few more levels, but I do want to try a Guild Wars 2 stream at some point, and maybe we'll do, because I knew that the next chapter comes out or is out soon, so maybe we'll do that. Look at these mounts, just a little mount show off. I love it. And once again, big shout out to Jasandi, Zikuro, and Mr. Icepun It was a good time having all of you in this dungeon. Yeah, just a perfect stream. Just some stories, some dungeon, lots of chat. A good day. Carmen says, I was lurking on a building. Is that where you dropped from? So funny. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. With that, I'll see you next time. Thanks.